Welcome to Kent, Ohio, and Dick Stadium, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. And while to some it may seem like a small blip across the college football landscape, this place has been the home to legends like Lambert, Edelman, James, Holtz, and of course, Saban. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kent State Golden Flashes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense lining up for a first down play. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Quarterback will keep it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. Third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. A strike downfield. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tulsa.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense getting set for first down. They'll leave it with him. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Nothing but green ahead. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kent State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Now on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Second down coming up.
Offense gets set for second down. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
On the option. He'll do it himself. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. On the move is the 30. Open runway ahead. He's already got 46 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Defense was a little anxious there, got caught offside. So penalty will be declined and give him the touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a top 5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over USF. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play. Now the pitch. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pass is intercepted.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Tulsa, 14. Kent State, 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield and making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. Gets rid of it. The short hands. It's Goodwin. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll run the option. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Handoff from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. He's now up to 70 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They want to get this defense on its heels. On second down, he'll let it fly. And his throw is incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Dropping back, it's Ferguson. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
He's back to throw on second down. He's right on target. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Ferguson. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. This is a designed run.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. To the air on first down. Caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boone. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. They want to just keep throwing it. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more.
Got it! Touchdown, Golden Hurricane! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Turns it on down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Kent State.
And I love that this this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up by 21 over the Coyotes. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires downfield. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Tulsa wasting no time. On 4th down, going to the air. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Ferguson. It's complete on the right side.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Kent State 24, Tulsa 21.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the 2nd half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Wide receiver shows motion. Looking downfield, it's Ferguson. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. Got a lot of running room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on second down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going.
He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. And wait just a second. The official is going to take a second look at this one. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Tulsa wasting no time. On the option. He'll keep it himself. Got room at the 35. Oh, look out. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tulsa.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw in that play.
Tulsa, 28.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Scanning the field, it's Ferguson. He's going for the big play. And he's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Kent State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big time play, big time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You can tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Fair catch was called for, but there is a flag on the play, and we'll have to sort it out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Looking to go up top on first down. The quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
It's second down.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. He's got his man. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Love the 3rd down call. Throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the first.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running back goes in motion. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 21 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Now the toss. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Looking to pass. It's Ferguson. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Kent State 38, Tulsa 35.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And he makes the catch at the 10. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires on the move. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. On the move. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Tulsa wasting no time. On second down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Boone.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
The offense coughs it up. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
This is a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Dumps it off in the flats. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And there's really no question here. After not getting it on that last run play, down in the fourth quarter, fourth down, you've got to go. You've got to dial up your best play here offensively. Who is your best matchup? One-on-one.
And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Kent State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. He'll come out throwing on first down. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Steps away to find some room. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Looking to throw on second down. He'll try to do it himself. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Tulsa wasting no time. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Fast motion from the offense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Offense in the hurry-up. On second down, just keeps firing. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so...
Throw to the end zone, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And that's a really